there, Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video. And this video was purely going to be an overview of the most recent wave of vintage collection figures that I have in front of you here. But we've had a little bit of news today. We've had a single reveal for the vintage collection, which I'll come on to in a second. So this video is going to have like a dual purpose. As you can see, I have the new fan channel wave of vintage collection figures, and a big shout out to my buddy Brad Rocket City Sith for allowing me to purchase these off of him. He bought a case of them, so you got one of each, and they were shipped from Entertainment Earth early, and he was happy to sell me half of that set and send them over to me. So thank you so much, Brad. Always really appreciate it. I want to say a couple more thank yous as well. First of all, to Tony Z for a super thanks on my live stream, and also all the people that left super chats in that live stream. It was a really good live stream. We really enjoyed doing it, myself, John and Chris. So thank you so much. It's good to know that you're well again, Tony, and that you're, you know, back in the collecting sphere and watching videos and all that kind of thing. Also want to say a big shout out to Charlie as well, who has become a channel member. Thank you, Charlie, really appreciate it. And also a big thank you to Marco as well, who has upgraded their membership on YouTube. So once again, thank you so much. Awesome community. Now, before I take a look at all of these figures, obviously I will be reviewing them on the channel in this week coming up. But before we take a look at sort of an overview of them, I just want to talk about the reveal from today for the vintage collection. We have another Acolyte figure, and it is Osha, I think her name is. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. I've only seen 2 episodes like everybody else, and she is one of the twin sisters. So we're also getting May, which is her twin sister. She's like the bad side of that twin relationship. And this Osha character is the good sister, if you like. So you never know, that might change in Star Wars in the show. You know, we don't really know what's going to happen. But the figure itself, you know, regardless of what you think of the show, the figure is a really good looking figure. And I like the card back as well. Look at this card back image here. You've got that green name pill with the green behind the figure. But the figure itself is great. It's got lots of details. You've got quite a few accessories in there as well. And I'm just liking the outfit of the character. It kind of reminds me of like Endor Rebel Commando with those cargo style trousers that she's got on there. But all in all, I mean, you know, these brand new figures that they're bringing out for the vintage collection, 3.75, are really good figures when it's an all new brand new sculpt. And you can see there the accessories look pretty decent as well. So all in all, a nice figure, regardless of whether, you know, you like the show. It's a decent figure. We'll just have to see what else we get from the Acolyte, and also we're going to have to see how well that show does and whether it's any good. I can't really judge it too much after 2 episodes. Anyway, that's the reveal for today. Those are the images, and they're my thoughts on it really. Can't really say too much until I get it in hand, but we do have some new figures in hand right now, and we're going to take a look at them in number order of the wave. This is Kanan Jarrus. This is VC 318, and I cannot wait to review this figure. I was lucky enough to open this figure at MCM Comic Con along with some of the others, Leia and Jedi Master Sol, and the rest of these actually. But so I have had these in my hands at some stage, but I didn't get to sort of take those and review them. They went straight into the glass cabinet. But he looks an absolutely phenomenal figure, really good, and nice card back as well of Kanan Jarrus. I think this is season 1 Kanan Jarrus before he goes blind and has that mask and things like that. And I'm loving that sort of arm detail with the armor. Just looks fantastic. So really looking for that. As I say, VC 318. Next in the line, we've got Ezra Bridger from the Hero of Lothal from Ahsoka. There's the Ahsoka image there. And this is where it gets a little bit disjointed and a little bit disappointing, because really we want season 1 Ezra Bridger. We've got Zeb now, and obviously that's going to have to be an all new sculpt because he's a child, basically. He's smaller. Here he's a grown adult, but still, it's still good to have an Ezra Bridger figure, and getting this one allows me to not have to open the ones that come with the Ghost, because I'm not really too bothered about the different outfits from season to season. This is Ezra. This will do for me. VC 319, so these are just going to go up in number order. Really good figure. Card back, you know, just okay basically. This one for me, I've got a fair bit to say about this one. Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis, Imperial Officer Disguise. Now, I played Jedi Fallen Order. I really enjoyed the game. I love the character of Cal Kestis, but I do not have one of the next generation consoles that allows me to play Jedi Survivor, and I wasn't about to buy a whole console just for the one game. So I don't really know the story behind of why he's in the disguise or what happens in the game and things like that. And when I look at this figure here, I just don't know what I'm going to be doing with it, essentially. And I just think it would have been much better if they'd given us like Wolf Yularen or one of the other characters from Andor from the ISB. You know, they could have given us the one that's the mole, the undercover rebel. He would have been a great one. Sort of the guy that's in charge of the ISB. And then you've got Wolf Yularen as well, who's obviously in the original trilogy. He's in Andor. He's in Rebels, I think. So he's all over the place. So I think that would have been a better choice. But, you know, I'm not in charge of the line. And I know a lot of people out there like the video games and have probably played this and want this figure. So you do get the B droid there, which is great. He looks great in black. So he's in his Imperial disguise as well. He's got a bit of orange on him. Once again, you know, we'll see more of that when I review the figures. And finally, before we do that, he is VC320. He is in numerical order. And finally, we have the Mandalorian Judge. Now, when this was pipelined and then revealed, I wasn't really too enthusiastic about it. We've got a lot of Mandalorians, and he's the guy that basically judges the fight between the young Mandalorian and Baby Yoda or Grogu with those paintballs. It's a very small part of the episode, and I just thought a valuable slot in any wave, whether it's mainline or fan channel, was a little bit of a waste. However, once I got my hands on this figure, it is a really, really nice figure. Of course, we know that the Mandalorian sculpt that they use these days is a really, really good sculpt, amazing articulation and all that kind of thing. But the colours on this one are particularly good. I'm loving that orange and the rusty sort of colour of his armour on his chest there. And it's all in all a pretty decent figure. He's got the orange jetpack there as well. And it's a pretty good representation of the character that's standing on the card back there. So all in all, a pretty good release. VC 321, which rounds out those four. As I mentioned, I will be reviewing all of those on the channel this week. Some of those videos will drop early for Patreons and channel members, so be sure to look out for those guys. But that's it for this video, really. Just wanted to give you an overview of this new wave of TVC and also talk about today's reveal, which was that Acolyte figure. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everybody also that tuned in for the live stream the other night. We had record numbers, quite unbelievable, so thank you so much. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support means a great deal to me as always, so thank you so much, and we shall see you on the next one.